Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoilery gush for Queen of the Conquered by Kacen Callendar. As I said, this video will have spoilers in it, so if you have not read this book, go ahead and check out my spoiler-free review, which will be linked on the screen. So this book definitely took me by surprise because I so wasn't expecting all of the elements that we got. I knew it was going to be heavier hitting with the themes of colonialism and racism and slavery and everything else, but I didn't expect the murder mystery element. I thought that the way that the different powers were implemented was really cool, and I just was kept guessing the entire time. I found that whole murder mystery thing so unsettling, and the fact that we had this illusionist within the cast of characters that you never really knew who they were. I thought that was really cool and just, again, left me guessing the whole time because I was like, is she going crazy? Are these dreams? Is this a sickness? Is this somebody else? Is it the ruling nation people? Is it the islanders? Like, who is it? I also deeply appreciate that no one is good. Like I mentioned in my review, I like that the book shows that even though there are some of the white characters that don't hate her maliciously, they still look down on her. Like the character, I'm forgetting her name, that was like a little bit smarter and like into experiments and stuff. They showed that she kind of viewed Sigourney as her equal, but not quite, and that she was doing some really like weird experiments and stuff, which was not cute. And then the other girl, who was seen as like very nice and very mild, still viewed Sigourney as like an animal, like a goat or a dog. So all of that I thought was really interesting because you really can't pull for any character. So with Sigourney, I had so many moments where I started to kind of settle and be like, okay, like I'm pulling for her, and then she would do something horrible. Like when she first meets Loren, and I'm kind of like, okay, is this gonna be like a romance or something? And then she propositions him for sex, and I was like, oh man. And the book does a really good job of being like, the power dynamics here are not fair. That's her slave. You could never willingly want to be with like someone that's your master and all of that. So it didn't romanticize any of the slave narrative at all. And then again, when she has him executed, and I was like, that was the moment where I was like, oh, this book is another level, because I was like, she's not going to, she's not going to, she's not going to. And then she does. Like, he should have died. And I'm just like, what are you doing, ma'am? Like, what are you doing? And she even admits it's like, because he hurt my feelings. I'm like, what? So that was just wild. That was wild. But then even when you have some of the other characters, it's like you can't really pull for them either. Like when we had the girl who's doing all the illusions, and you see all the things that she's been through, and you understand why she hates people and wants to kill Sigourney, but you're also like, she can't be in power either. Like, she's unbalanced. Like that, she cannot do this either. Like, she tried to kill her way before, all the stuff. Like, no one is really someone that you can pull for in this. I think like Loren is maybe someone that I could pull for, which I think that the next book might be more in his perspective, I think, based on the title. But it's still like, none of these people are like good, and like they're doing what they have to, especially the islanders, to overcome the people that have enslaved them. And because she was so shitty, and even like her nurse, who like loved her kind of as her own child, but was like, she can't be this like the savior here. Like, she is too entrenched in her own internalized racism, and she can't do this, and we have to sacrifice her. But then when the spirits of the island won't let her, Loren, die, and she's like, I have to be here for a reason, I'm like, is girl gonna get a redemption arc the next book? Because this is one of the situations in which someone can be like truly awful like this, but then have a meaningful redemption arc because she was molded this way based on everything that happened to her. And I think it'd be so good. Like, this would be such an earned redemption arc. But I also feel like she could also sacrifice herself and go that way too. So who knows? But both of them need to be there for this plot, and the island gods and the island spirits are wanting them both to be there, and that is so interesting. So I can't wait for the second book in the series. It comes out in December, and it's too far away because I would love to read it over the summer, but I can't. But that is it for my spoilery discussion. So comment down below and let me know what you thought of Queen of the Conquered. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.